Let's explore Chinese architecture. China has a unique and time-honored architectural tradition. Dating back to the zoo 2,500 years ago, China's culture originated a thousand of years ago along the Yellow River and the Yangtze River. Let's take a look at some of the amazing building blocks in the Chinese architecture.
The Shanghai Grand Theater is situated on a headland above the Yangtze River. The stunning building resembles a ship in motion sailing along the Yangtze. The Grand Theater has 1,850 seats for large-scale operas, dance dramas, ballet, and variety shows. It also has a medium theater with 930 seats for small-scale dancing and singing performances. The irregular construction of the theater looks like a huge glass house. It looks extraordinary, especially in the evening.
Nanjing Jiangsu Grand Theater. Ang Jiangsu Grand Theater ay located sa New Development District na Nanjing, capital ng Jiangsu Province, China. They started the project at the beginning of 2013 and completed in May 2017. Ito ang largest performing arts center project in China to open in the past 10 years. Ito ay isang government project na invested ng Jiangsu Provincial Government. Ang architect sa project na ito ay ang East China Architectural Design and Research Institute na nakabase sa Shanghai.
The Guangzhou Circle.
Ang building na ito ay designed by the Italian architect Joseph Di Pasquale and his professional practice AM Project of Milan. At alam niyo ba na ito rin ang winning proposal of the International Architectural Competition noong 2009? The architectural concept intends to design a landmark building that will be immediately perceived as native Chinese landmark building. At ginamit nila ang close at central structure instead na magigaya sa karaniwang Western skyscraper stereotype. Kung kaya, ang building ay fully defined and iconic at malapit sa Chinese way of perceiving and understanding.
Shenjing Grand Theater.
Shenyang Shenjing Grand Theater. Shenyang Shenjing Grand Theater ay located sa Yunye River. Para itong diamond kung tatanawin mula sa itaas. Isa itong landmark cultural facility ng Shenyang and consists of a 405-seat multifunctional hall, a 1,626-seat upper hall, and a 1,222-seat concert hall. Theater put on more than 300 performances every year. Shui Grand Theater. Located sa seaside ng Yeli Island, Lianglian Road, Zhuhai. Ang Zhuhai Grand Theater ay ang tanging opera house built on the island in China. Zhuhai Grand Theater was officially established in 1992 and started construction in 2010. On January 1, 2017, the first performance was held. With a total investment of 1.8 billion yuan, Zhuhai Grand Theater ay isa sa component ng 1 hospital and 3 pavilions.
So, here we are, the Forbidden City of China. Ang ganda, di ba? Do you know anything about this place, backgrounds?
Yes, meron. Alam ko na ito ang largest wooden palace structure in the world, and it also served as an open museum of China's history for almost a century, and along with Great Wall.
And do you know this? Why this is called forbidden?
You know why?
It is called forbidden dahil tanging mga officials and generals lamang ang nakaka-access dito. Bawal ang mga ordinaryong tao. And this building was constructed in 1417 and finished in 1420. And it also took 1 million laborers and 100,000 craftsmen to build this place.
Fun fact, did you know na inabot ng roughly a decade para ma-assemble ang required building materials in the capital? Dahil hinulog lang nila ang timber logs sa river at inabot ang 4 years to arrive in Beijing. As what you can see from the design of the city, they were based from the Book of Diverse Crafts, kung saan ang mga Ming-era builders ay nag-apply ng mga bagay galing sa guidelines nito. Example, capital should be a square, main gate should be facing south, and main residence of the emperor would be located at the center of the enclosure.
Teka, saan ba nakatayo ang Forbidden City?
Ang Forbidden City ay erected in the heart of Beijing dahil sa kanilang traditional belief na ang seat of power ay dapat located in a central location. Forbidden City was designed to create a somber, visually striking impression. Animus design of the city held strong cultural meaning. The dragon represents emperor's omnipotence, the birds and flowers used by the empress, and the emperor's concubines. Kahit ang design ng malalaking roof ng Forbidden City ay may deep cultural significance, ang presence ng hip roof that curves up to symbolize the highest point in the social hierarchy, signaling a building where the emperor lived or did important businesses. Ang Hall of Supreme Harmony na nagfi-feature ng double-eave hip roof to make clear that it was the site of the most significant imperial ceremonies. Fun fact, do you know na yellow ang ancient Chinese royal color? Ayon sa law ng Ming, na yellow could only be used for imperial places, tombs, and temples. Ang original Ming buildings ay may 9 bays. Ang mga watchtowers ay may 9 roof beams, 18 pillars, at 72 ridgepoles. Ang ganitong paggamit ng 9 at sa multiples nito ay isang deliberate nod sa emperor's number, and when added together would total 99. Ang gates sa Forbidden City ay decorated with studs na nagtataglay ng deeper meaning beyond sa kanilang decorative value. Any gate that would be used by the emperor would be painted bright red and inlaid with 9 rows of 9 golden studs. Okay, since I've shown you so much about Forbidden City already, let's head to the next destination.
Teka lang Raquel, hintayin mo ako. Pagod na ako sa taas ng lakad natin dito sa Great Wall of China.
Ano? Pagod ka na? Wala pa nga tayo sa kalahati nito. Alam mo ba na ang Great Wall of China ay kilala bilang the longest man-made structure in the world with a total length of about 13,170.7 miles or 21,196.18 kilometers?
China ano? Pero alam mo ba na si Liu Yushan, a Chinese explorer, spent 2 years fishing the whole journey from Shanhaiguan to Jiayuguan. He is also the first man on earth to complete this challenge. Well, Raquel, kilala mo ba kung sino ang architect nitong Great Wall of China?
Hindi eh. Sino pa ang architect nito?
Sadly, walang nakakilala kung sino talaga ang architect nitong Great Wall of China. Ang alam lang ng karamihan ay si Emperor Qin Shi Huang is the first man who ordered to build the Great Wall of China, and it was also built by a labor force including soldiers, common people, and even criminals.
Oh yes, I remember I heard about that too. I also hear that during its construction, the Great Wall of China was called the longest cemetery on earth because so many people died building it. Reportedly, it cost the lives of nearly 1 million people.
Nakakatakot naman pala dito, biruin mo, longest cemetery?
At eto pa, alam mo ba na ang Great Wall of China was created up of a long wall of compacted clay and sand that was protected by many brick walls? It was 7 or 8 meters tall, reaching 10 meters in certain areas and was 7 meters wide.
7 meters wide? It means that it is wide enough to post 5 horses or 10 soldiers side by side along it.
Yes. Did you also know that the Great Wall of China was built to defend China from Huns?
I heard about that one too. I heard that the Great Wall's concept was to guard against the attacks of Xiongnu nomads of Mongolia and Manchuria, and to keep armies from moving, which was supposed to avoid spending their stables and therefore diminish some of their conquering capacity. Raquel, look, nakikita mo ba yon?
Ano bang meron dun?
That is what we called a signal tower, or also known as beacons. Beacon, terraces, smoke mounds, and kiosks, they were used to transmit military messages, such as fires or lanterns at night, or smoke signals during the day.
How about the walls, Nisi? What do you think about it?
According to my sources, they said that the wall was the most important feature of the defensive system. Of course it is. They said that it was typically 21.3 feet or 6.5 meters broad at the base and 19 feet or 5.8 meters tall, with an average height of 23 to 26 feet or 7 to 8 meters or slightly lower on steep hills. Teka lang Raquel, pahinga muna tayo. Pagod na talaga ako sa haba ng lakad natin.
Nakakalungkot lang isipin no na nearly 30% of the Great Wall of China has disappeared due to human damage and erosion. Only about 8.2% of the wall is in good condition. As what they said, the Great Wall is always evolving. In fact, it is disappearing year by year.
Kaya nga, sabi rin nila na the Great Wall you see today is not as old as you think. It is. Because the Great Wall of China was built over 2,500 years from 7th century BC to 19th century AD. Today's best known and best preserved walls were results from Ming Dynasty's massive construction begun around 1381.
Pero negativities aside, Nisi, hindi talaga natin maipapakaila na the Great Wall of China is very well deserving sa title na UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Yes, tama ka dyan, Raquel. The Great Wall of China is indeed one of the most impressive landmarks ever built by man. Kaya, tara na,
Next is Wulong Chongqing Flying Keys Obs, located in a beautiful natural scenic area, part of the Wulong Baima Mountains. Alam niyo ba na ito ay may dalawang statues na may habang 52-meter tall, namely a Prince Charming and a nymph, or fairy woman. The statues lies horizontally top to toe at pag nagsimula na ang rides, slowly, they will rise in circle to a standing position in which ang kanilang mga mukha ay magkalapit, and that's supposed to represent the keys. Next is Langfang Tianzi Hotel, kung saan ang ibig sabihin ng salitang Tianzi ay Son of Heaven, which makes sense. The hotel model resembled three Chinese gods dating back to the Ming Dynasty, which reigned from 1368 to 1644. These deities are personifications of the three attributes assumed for a good life. Each god also has both an astrological and historical associations. Susunod ay ang Fusion Ring of Life and Shanfu New Town, a community currently underdeveloped in the area joining Shanyang and Fushun in northern China. It is located at the center of the city, anchoring Discovery Lake. With its planned museum, civic buildings, and retail components, may taas itong 150 meters from its landscape grounds and tends to become the defining icon for the city and northern China. Nearly completed, the ring should welcome its first visitor by spring 2013. Ang susunod ay ang Changza International Culture and Arts Center. Alam niyo ba na ito ay dinisenyo ng Zaha Hadid Architects? The design incorporates a contemporary art museum. Ito ay may 1,800-seat theater with supporting facilities and a multi-purpose hall. Ito ay organic architecture kung saan mapapansin na ang pedestrian routes connects the site with neighboring streets. The pedestrian routes intersect for outdoor events and sculpture exhibitions. Ang panghuli ay ang Henan Arts Center. The proposed image for the Henan Arts Center is that of a curvilinear and dynamic structure that conveys to the exterior the cultural, artistic, musical, and theatrical activities of the interior halls. Ito ay naglalaman ng 1,800-seat opera, a 800-seat concert hall, a 300-seat multi-purpose hall, a folk art museum, and a fine art gallery.